now we're approaching the sign for Bowling Green, Kentucky on our trek to Lexington. And there it is, the sign for Lexington, Louisville, the Bluegrass State, folks. We're going to be splitting off here, and we're still probably an hour-ish away from our destination, but we're making time. Tales from Collector's Paradise, hosted by yours truly, Bigsteviepump. Welcome to Tales from Collector's Paradise, on tour, a date with the Bluegrass State, part 2. There we go, part 2. Let's do it right. But yeah, guys, anyway, I hope you enjoyed seeing part 1. And that was my trip to Lexington, Kentucky, and the toy headquarters. But across the street was this really cool comic shop, A+ Comics or whatever. And, I really enjoyed looking at them too. And so that was just a bonus. So today's episode, you're going to see what's going on inside of that store and look into, a comic shop and gaming. Like gaming is really making a big comeback, like board games, but not just that, like role-playing type games that people are doing. They gather around and play these types of games. So that's making a big comeback. We're going to take a look at some of that stuff in this particular episode. And anyway, a lot of really cool stuff. So the trip to Lexington, Kentucky continues, and also we're going to continue to take a look in at what's happening in Collector's Paradise Arena. You saw how it was left the last show and what these guys are doing while I was away. So anyway, guys, a lot to get into today, so let's get going. We're actually about to go in here, this comic shop that they're doing work on here. We're about to go in here. I don't know if they're going to let me film, but we're going to check them out. And yeah, Pops is obviously a big thing. I'm recording a little bit. I didn't ask these guys, but I may not record quite as much in here, but Star Trek stuff here. So this is the comic shop that's right across the road. Said, here's these Pops, man. And like I see a bunch of Batman Pops and so all kind of stuff. This place here looks like it's going to be probably equally as cool. And you can see back in here, we came for this other place, and this is like a hidden gem that we knew nothing about that's basically across the street. So you can see here some of this old Masters of the Universe stuff, Transformer stuff. Man, what a successful trip. I don't know how much money I'm going to spend in here. I wasn't even planning on this being a thing. Look at that old classic penguin there. But lots of cool stuff, man. Yeah, they've got definitely some Marvel Legends and stuff in here. Oh, look at that big Watcher, man. That's like way cool. And there's a Doctor Doom from the 2002 Marvel Legends. But yeah, okay, here's some old Star Wars stuff. Some vintage, some 12-inch, some X-Wings. A bunch of actually pretty cool stuff in here, man. This big Darth Vader. This place has got vintage Star Wars. Maybe they'll have that Snaggletooth, I don't know. Or Yak Face. Man, this place is equally as cool. So we're going to have to really do some digging here, man. We're going to probably stop filming in just a second. Look, I see these Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures figures. We're going to just come and check these out. Like, check this out, man. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Really cool stuff. The Mole, the Phantom of the Opera, Hellboy, and vintage He-Man stuff. Like an import. Wow, a lot of really cool stuff, man. I'm digging this joint already. It's like we come for the toy headquarters, and man, this hidden gem, awesome. Absolutely awesome. There's a sandcrawler there. It's a radio-controlled sandcrawler from Kenner. It's like these Naboo fighters. Man, and then the sandcrawler, well, the play set complete with instructions there. Hoth Ice Planet. A bunch of statues, a bunch of Star Wars cases. Old school vintage Star Wars cases. Come over here. dark side. How awesome is that 112 dark side? Try to get it away from the glare. There we go. That's really cool, man. We're going to have so much footage, we may have to do a couple of shows worth of stuff on this. The trip, this may be its own show within itself. I don't know. G.I. Joe stuff, you know. It's just cool. The 25-year anniversary G.I. Joe stuff. Some of that Joe stuff down there. Way cool, man. Way cool. Zartan. Vamp. With clutch, double clutch. It says the Tomahawk, the Fang. Refrigerator powered Perry. He's got a green dot. I don't know how much he cost. I'm not sure what the, maybe there's a color coded system. I'm not sure about that. I'll have to ask. Never been here before. I don't even know what the name of this place is. It just literally says comic shop. I'll have to find out the name of this place too. But okay, here's a lot of import stuff. This Dragon Ball Z stuff. Really cool. Oh yeah, and these little figures. I actually had some of these mini figures. They were in blind bags that I've got, and they're still buried somewhere. Oh, check out these old Frodos and stuff, man. This is way cool, man. Way cool. And there's Spider-Man Classics for $35. Some of these early Marvel Legends there. Star Wars Pops. And man, there's just there's so much cool stuff in here, man. Emperor. Boy, when we set out to come to Kentucky, we really hit the jackpot, at least with these stores with cool stuff. It's nice to go somewhere else that actually has something, because in Nashville, folks, it's pretty bad. You got the great mistake, you know, the great escape that never has anything, but it's really cool to actually see a place that cares about toys and cares about having this stuff. And this is the Michael Myers. I actually just picked him up complete. They got him for $33. I got him for 20 loose at the other place, but yeah, he's got his knife and his hammer. Awesome. So that is a complete Michael Myers I scored across the street. And these Stranger Things figures, I'm going to feature these in an upcoming episode here, probably when Stranger Things season launches, but I've got all those, and I just picked up another little Stranger Things piece. Keep kind of going around the place, and this is actually a comic shop, you know, like I said, and it's got the trying to not get any employees or any other patrons in the video here, but a bunch of these collectible busts, statues, busts, really cool stuff, man, really cool. And then you can just see, obviously we're not going to go through each of these comic boxes, but you can see, I guess these are probably all the new release stuff. Oh, I guess it is Wednesday, comic book day, I guess. But wasn't even thinking about that when we left out this morning, but yeah, really cool. Like I said, I'm going to try to not show any of these employees, but or customers. I'm going to stop filming for a minute. All right, guys, and it sounded like, you know, Bigsteviepump really meant business. I mean, in action figure form, of course. Really meant business, you know, summoning everybody to the ring. So you know what? Let's take a deeper look into what's going on with that situation, okay? Okay, guys. Commissioner Bigsteviepump, this is the deal. Shawn Michaels, get your butt in this ring. You have to do with this. We're going to get all this settled right now, folks. Shawn Michaels, he doesn't like it, but he's reluctantly walking to the ring, and here's Boba Fett following him. He's getting into the ring, and this is going to be kind of cumbersome. And Mando's coming up. We don't want to leave him out. Here's Mando coming up. Whoop, Mando's dropping his gun, folks. That might be all right. Shawn Michaels and Mando's falling over. I think he had a few many things to drink. There's more than water in that fountain, folks. Shawn Michaels, he's getting up here. He's getting into the ring. Ball and chain it all. Boba Fett, he just flew up there. Look at that, folks. Boba Fett's got the frickin' jetpack. Mando does not have a jetpack. He's not that lucky. Boba Fett didn't know he was going to whip out the jetpack today, folks. He's also having trouble standing. Like I said, more than water in that. Mando, he's making his way up, getting into the ring. Here's Mando, walking around. Boba Fett's shifting over so Mando can get him on this side. All right, so Commissioner Bigsteviepump. Here's the deal, folks. Team Hogan, Team DX, HBK, you're part of Team DX. You know, you stole the belt on the ultimate battle of Hogan's. Hulk Hogan was presented the championship belt, the very same one that Boba Fett is wearing around his waist. Shawn Michaels swooped in on a zip line, stole the championship belt. That's how we've gotten to this point, folks. Hogan put out a bounty on Shawn Michaels for Boba Fett, the greatest bounty hunter of them all. So, how Mando got involved is because Baby Yoda was captured by Triple H. Once Boba Fett took Shawn Michaels hostage, Triple H, that sick, sadistic son of a bitch Triple H, had to retaliate and take Baby Yoda hostage. And ever since then, he's been tormenting him. He's having Hornswoggle stand on him, having him set on him. He's riding him around on Ducatis. I mean, Triple H has done everything in the world to make Baby Yoda's life a living hell. Well, folks, I've had enough. Commissioner Pump has had an absolute enough of this mess, and all the locker rooms here to witness it. So here's the way it's going to go down. We're going to have the biggest match of all time, and it's going to be Team Hogan versus DX. Winner take all. The belt's on the line. HBK's freedom's on the line. Baby Yoda's on the line. It's going to be the battle for supremacy in Collector's Paradise Arena, folks.
And you can see here, they got all kinds of gaming. And, you know, I'm just kind of giving you a lay of the land. How much was it? 29. Thank you, sir. And you can see here, and like, yeah, they got all the comics laid out, like I said, a collectible bust. And you can see here all kinds of, you know, old school comic boxes and figures hanging on the wall. You know, graphic novels there, all kinds of stuff. This place is really cool, man. I really dig on it. And I actually probably need to score a comic box, but we're gonna look, a gumball machine, a couch, some posters, some old, oh yeah, check out the really huge Funko Pops there. Yeah, a bunch of books. Oh wow, that's cool. Shazam and Black Adam, I really dig that. $45, but it's really cool, man. I'll tell you what, this place is equally as cool to the other place, man. And I don't know, they got a lot more stuff, but it's really cool to see two places this cool literally across the street from each other. So if you ever make it to Lexington, Kentucky, you gotta come to this comic shop and the toy headquarters, and I'm gonna figure out what the name of this comic shop is so I can give them a plug. But yeah, I mean, look at all these graphic novels, man, and some of these comics. I may dig a little bit for a couple of things that somebody's looking for, but very, very pleased, very impressed, man, with this comic shop. I'm digging it. Like I said, I got the gaming stuff over here, and let's walk on around, man. Let's these are some assorted books for $1. Let's just go ahead and see what all's back here, man. This is what's going on out here in the world, folks, of these type shops, these comic shops, these gaming stores. This, you know, so much pop culture, and these places are just booming, man. It's like, I don't care if people think the economy's down or what. Guess what? The collectible economy, not down. These things are flying off the shelves. It's hot. They love it. They love collectibles. People will spend money on something that they want more than something they need. And that's just the truth. And I mean, that's the world we're living in when you're dealing with this collectible game. And I mean, you know, like I said, all these are games, and I don't know a ton about a lot of this stuff. Axis and Allies, I know about that. That's a specific 1940. Cool. Here's some of the Star Wars gaming stuff. And, you know, I've never been big into these gaming, certainly not against it. Just never played a lot of this stuff. Played Magic the Gathering quite a bit earlier in my life when my kids were younger. But, you know, this Star Wars X-Wing game here, and these miniatures are cool, and, you know, they'll have the little soldiers and stuff, and, I mean, the stormtroopers, man, and this stuff is so cool, and people spend lots of money painting these things, you know, acquire them, and it's like, you know, people will get these little, maybe not so much these are pieces you would probably use in the game, but a lot of them, when I'm sure we'll stumble across them in a minute, some of the ones that people paint. Some of this Lord of the Rings stuff here. So yeah, there's like, I guess all these are like little different stories, you know, the card game, and this is like a saga expansion, and that's what they do with these. They'll add, you know, to keep it fresh, they keep adding layers, they keep adding levels of stuff to, you know, make you keep buying the game, you know, deck building game, and keep playing the game, keep it interesting, keep it, you know, you got to keep stuff coming out to keep people interested. This Marvel Champions, that's kind of cool. Not sure what that is, but it seems kind of cool. A lot of this stuff opens your eyes. Let's check out this Western Legends. That caught my eye. This Doctor Who Monopoly. I know there's a lot of people into Doctor Who. I'm not against it. Yeah, and here, this is what I was talking about. So people will spend, these are Dungeons and Dragons. Got a buddy, John Michael, probably loves this stuff. If he watches my show, I'm not sure if he'll see this. But this is what I was talking about. People will buy these, and let's just take this little two-headed guy right here. Okay, so this guy, so he's $5. Okay, that's, you know, that's cool. These figures are these little sorcerers or whatever. Let's see, yeah, $5. So $5 is what you're going to pay for something like this, and then you can paint it. And I mean, just look at the run, look at the spread, and yeah, that's all just little different collectible miniatures, Dungeons and Dragons. You know, it looks like just about all this is Dungeons and Dragons. So I mean, like I said, my buddy John Michael, he's way into this stuff. I don't know that he does the miniatures as much, but let's just see how much one of these bigger guys cost here. One of these bigger guys, okay, $15, and that seems reasonable, you know, to get this and then paint it, you know, and then play it in the games. It's, stuff is way cool. I'm really glad I can showcase this stuff on my show. I said, if we got so much footage, it's probably gonna have to be a couple of show thing, man. And you know, games, all kind of, you know, cool dice pieces, whatever you want to say.
Just so you know, all of our D&D items, including miniatures, are 20% off all the time.
Okay, and there, the employee here, maybe, I don't know, maybe the owner, the manager, not sure, but he said all D&D stuff, 20% off all the time. So we're going to go ahead and get that plug too, because that's actually a very cool plug. So the prices I'm talking about, it's even 20% cheaper. So you got to come check this place out, man. This place is very cool. Like I said, to be having a toy headquarters and then this comic shop right across the street from each other is really cool. Really cool. Civil War Risk. All right, that's cool. And it comes with some little miniature figures there. And man, really cool. I'm digging this store a lot. It's really cool. I can't wait to actually show this footage and you people can see what's happening out there. And you know, even these, you know, this is like felt, like a velvet almost. I mean, it's like people really, these collectible dice here, they got this whole rack, and this is how big this stuff is, that people get into it and want to customize or have your own different colors so you can tell yourself, you know, apart from your friends or the other people you're playing with, your enemies, so to speak, whatever it may be. But anyway, this is really cool. It's an old Timex watch case. Doesn't matter. Great use of a prop there, of a case. Great use of it. Okay, and here's loose stuff, and there's Cousin Davey again. Let's go over here and just see if we can, well, a couple of collectible statues is caught. Look at this Venom and Carnage, man. Yeah, I was just talking to the guy, and he's a pretty cool guy, the worker here. He told me he was just an employee, but that's okay. He's cool. And oh man, look at this Thanos, man. This Thanos is way awesome. There's going to be so many people that are going to be glad to see this. There's going to be so many people glad that I'm showing this stuff off. This Iron Man coin bank. I don't know how much he is, but he's pretty cool. Yeah, oh yeah, this Mandalorian. Oh, that's awesome. These artifacts, these artifacts, however you say it, these figures or these statues are cool. Uh-oh. The force is strong with this little one. There we got a couple of different child mugs. Not sure the price on that. I'd have to probably scan them. There are a few things that's not priced, but that's okay. They seem willing to help you, willing to talk to you, so it's okay. Let's not try to pick up too many customers here, but like the G.I. Joe, that's cool Superman logo hanging. G.I. Joe 12-inch figures here, a bunch of this classic Joe stuff. I remember these Tuskegee Airmen. I had those at KB Toys when I was a manager there. Same with the Cantina Band guys. Very cool. Yeah, so I like what they're doing here. They've got, so A Plus Comics is the name. The guy actually told me when I stopped the camera. So A Plus Comics and Collectibles, used toys and parts. So here we go. Here's like Beastman here from 1982. And it says here, okay, complete, or it says if it's missing accessories. Okay, kind of cool. I like the way that they've got that going on. I'm going to have to stop this and start digging. But definitely a lot of cool, loose toys here. So yeah, I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna stop the camera again and start digging for a bit. And check out this Justice League chest and like all of these cool pieces. This is another cool thing, man. And like I said, these gaming shops are gonna have the cool stuff like this. Really, really cool. And oh yeah, here, this just caught my eye. This, so there's a Jimi Hendrix and here's a Peter Criss. So yeah, all they have is the Catman Peter Criss, it looks like. Bruce Lee, bunch of Bruce Lees. Halo guy. My Hero Academia. But I noticed here they got, you know, other kind of little collectible stuff. And they got t-shirts, like t-shirt racks. And that's cool. I'm a big fan of that. I think t-shirts are good. And obviously some of your collectible cases, your boxes, and your sleeves to protect your gaming cards like Magic or Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh or anything like that, or anything else that people are playing these days that I may or may not know about. But anyway, a lot of really cool stuff, some lanyards, you know, even a few said games. We're going back down through this aisle with the games. And you know, I think I've showed most everything there is to see here. You know, all in all, a very cool shop. A little pricey on some of this stuff, but I really dig seeing it. You know, lots of cool stuff, and I may have to pick me up like a comic box and a couple of little odds and ends, but definitely a cool place. I enjoyed coming here. I enjoyed discovering this gem that we didn't know about, A Plus Comics. So definitely come and check them out when you're in Lexington, Kentucky, and check out the toy headquarters. And you know, I think that's going to pretty well conclude my little trip around this place for the time being.
Well, that sounds good to me, brother. This is my team right here. I got Hall and Nash and Randy Savage, three of my best buds. Who you got, Triple H? What? What are you talking about? This big match, I protest this big match. I'm not going to be a part of it. Oh, yes, you are, Triple H. It's going to be the biggest match of all time. 4-on-4 with everybody on the line. And guess what? That match is happening next week. I don't care what you say, Triple H. If you choose not to do this, you will forfeit. Baby Yoda, you will forfeit the rights to Shawn Michaels' freedom. You will give up the belt, the championship belt that the Boba Fett has, the Mandalorians, to the rightful owner, Hulk Hogan. And you and DX will never, ever be allowed to wrestle in Collector's Paradise Arena again. So that's the deal, Triple H. You better understand this. Bigsteviepump, I don't care what you say. What the hell's going on, folks? This is getting out of hand. Hogan just kicked Hornswoggle. This is sick. What are you talking about? Road Dogg's coming over here battling with Randy Savage. Oh, Savage picking him up. Oh, body slamming him. Oh, there's China. China's over here. She's got Liz. Uh-oh. China's got Liz. Stephanie McMahon's over here joining in. They're beating the crap out of Liz. Uh-oh. The Mandalorians are scrambling, knocking Junkyard Dog over, and the Road Warriors, GYD's getting back up. They're getting out of the way. The Road Warriors are getting out of the way. The Mandalorians are getting Shawn Michaels out of here. Here comes Boba Fett. They're getting out of here. They're hightailing it out of the arena, folks. They're gone. They're gone to safety. Forget them. All right, guys. And you know what? I hope you enjoyed today's show, and I hope you enjoyed taking a look at A Plus Comics. You know, that comic shop in Lexington, Kentucky, and it was across the street from the toy headquarters. Very cool place. And like I said, we just stumbled on that by accident and by surprise. So, but I really enjoyed going in there and showing a lot of that cool stuff. So I hope you enjoyed it too. And you're going to want to stick around for episode 3. That's right. I'll be releasing that here in another couple of days, and you can see the exciting conclusion of every, what some of the stuff that was going on in, Collector's Paradise Arena while I was gone. You can see that. Plus, you can see what I did buy. I'm going to show my purchases. I did buy a few things, but I'm saving them for the final episode, so you can make that determination of if my trip was worth it or not. Also, coming up in the 3rd episode, we went to Target, a couple of Walmarts, and a Myers. So, which we don't have those around here in Nashville, Tennessee. So it's kind of cool to see a Myers, just to see what it was all about. So anyway, we've got that coming up in the next episode. And, conspicuous by its absence is the toy box. But hey, don't worry, the toy box will be back soon. It's just since we're on tour right now and we're doing all this, the toy box is full of all kinds of goodness. And I'm trying to crank this material out as fast as I can, folks. And I'm getting a backlog of merchandise and goods that I'm going to, open, and you'll be seeing the toy box again soon. But you know what? We got another episode for part 3 of Tales from Collector's Paradise on tour, a date with the Bluegrass State, featuring yours truly, Bigsteviepump. So stick around, and thank you for continuing to watch. Like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget, Tales from Collector's Paradise at gmail.com. Bigsteviepump out!
Tales from Collector's Paradise, hosted by yours truly, Bigsteviepump.
Man, this is an absolute freaking powder keg, what's going on in Collector's Paradise Arena. And the Mandalorians, you just saw them leaving with Shawn Michaels. And that was a weird cliffhanger. I guess we're going to have to wait till the next episode to figure out what the world's going on. I hope Commissioner Bigsteviepump in action figure form's okay. What a way to leave this. Just tacky.